How's it going, everybody? This is the Stimulus Check Hub here to give you your daily stimulus check and unemployment benefits updates and the latest information. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. A like and a comment are always appreciated. Also, if you wouldn't mind sharing this with your friends and family, because I'm sure they would also like the most up-to-date information on their stimulus checks and unemployment benefits available anywhere on YouTube, which is what I try to provide here on this channel.
First one up is going to be Johnson County approves program to send $1,400 direct stimulus payments to random low moderate income residents. This is going to be the county in Iowa, and it's going to be sending out 2,500 of these payments of $1,400. So that is the first one. Now the next one, it says more money. Hundreds of more families are set to get monthly income for 2 years, and it says the mayor of St. Paul, Minnesota plans to extend a program designed to give low-income families monthly income for the next 2 years. And it says that they're going to be giving out, it says 150 families for the first phase received $500 for 18 months. And now they're going to be entering this second phase. And for the second phase, there's going to be 300 families. They're going to receive payments for 2 years. So that's St. Paul, Minnesota. Next one is Massachusetts is going to begin sending out $500 checks to thousands of low-income workers. And you can see they're going to receive one-time $500 bonuses. That was the first round, and now also they're going to be sending out a second round as well. Now the next one is going to be bonus bucks. Stimulus checks worth up to $1,500 are going to be going out to 10,000 workers. See if you're eligible for cash payments through 2023. And it says stimulus checks worth up to $1,500 are going to be going out to workers in the state of Alabama. More than 10,000 Alabama residents are going to be eligible to receive these funds. Now, next up, we've got Universal Basic Income Program, pilot program that's going to be sending out $17,000 in guaranteed income. And it says that the application is going to be opening Friday, February 25th. So it just opened up in West Hollywood. 25 people are going to be randomly selected to receive $1,000 per month for 17 months. No strings attached. As I said, link in the description below if that is applicable to you. Next one is going to be new $600 stimulus checks may be on their way for 260,000 workers. See if you qualify, and it says the new proposed legislation could give more than 250,000 Americans a fresh round of stimulus payments. Oregon Democratic lawmakers have finally introduced a bill after months of hammering out a plan. So this one is going to be in the state of Oregon, and it says originally Oregon lawmakers wanted this to be $2,000. They dropped it down to $1,200, scaled it down to $1,000, and now finally looks like they're going to have it set at $600 for their new plan. Now, next up we have $500 a month for a year, no strings attached. Who's eligible for Louisville Guaranteed Income Program? And this is the Lift. So Louisville, Kentucky, they're going to be getting $500 a month. Next up, we've got free money. Up to $4,000 payments are going to be given to households who missed out on stimulus checks. Act now before the deadline for this month. Millions of dollars are going to be available to people who missed out on receiving federal funds. The one-time payment is a part of the Excluded New Jerseyans Fund, and this is for those in New Jersey that did not receive stimulus payments. And it says more than 460,000 undocumented individuals did not receive any form of economic aid, including unemployment benefits, since the pandemic hit in 2020. They can get a one-time payment of $2,000, or also a household can receive $4,000. Next up, Helping Hand 1,000 families to start getting $2,000 payments this week. Are you eligible? 1,000 families in need can pick up new $2,000 payments right now. Eligible families in Phoenix, Arizona will be getting a total of $12,000 via debit cards during the course of the next 12 months under the city's financial assistance program. So that one is going to be in Phoenix, Arizona. Next up, New Mexico pilot program offers payments to immigrant families. A coalition of community-based organizations will select 330 families to receive a guaranteed basic income of $500 a month for a year. Applicants must be a member of an undocumented or mixed immigration status. So that is one happening in New Mexico, a new program for immigrants. Here's another one. Stimulus check worth up to $1,000 have been announced for several American states. So this one's actually going to cover a couple of them. So we've got California State right behind that ad. We've got another one for Florida, $1,000 checks as a thank you effort during the pandemic for teachers. Also one for New York. Those who lost their employment due to the pandemic That is available in New York through the Excluded Workers Fund. Tennessee, hazard pay is going out in Tennessee of $1,000, an incentive for full-time instructors or teachers, and part-time teachers get $400. Texas, some school districts are increasing teacher salaries. Some have promised $2,000 stimulus payouts, while others have offered $500 stimulus checks, and that is in Texas. Next up, Philadelphia. Philly 2, a pilot, a guaranteed income experiment, giving cash to some needy residents. And this one says that up to 60 people are going to be getting $500 a month in Philadelphia. Next up, we have Gold Rush, the Golden State, California. 139,000 automatic stimulus checks worth up to $1,200 are going out now. See if you're eligible. There was the Golden State Stimulus Check 1, 2, and now we're hearing there's likely going to be another one going out as well. Next up, we have mothers of young children may be in line for a $1,000 stimulus per month, and this one is going to be for New York City, which is introducing this program to provide targeted aid to new mothers. So, link in the description below to get more information on that. Next up, we have Indiana. Indiana lawmakers pushing forward with tax cut bills. $125 refund in tax cuts and business taxes. The Indiana Senate passed a bill that would give 4.3 million Hoosiers, taxpayers, $125 refund after filing their 2021 taxes. So another one for the state of Indiana. New Jersey City is using federal pandemic aid to give out $500 checks to residents. This one's going to be in Atlantic City. They're cutting $500 checks to residents and business owners who were negatively impacted by the pandemic. The city mayor announced on Thursday from the time that this was released back in January. Next up, we have guaranteed money applications open for single moms in Birmingham, Alabama. And it says 110 single mothers would receive $375 a month for 12 months. Eligible mothers can apply here. And again, link in the description below. And last but not least, we've got this article that's going to be covering 23 cities and states offering UBI payments of up to $18,000 over the course of 2 years. Some of these we already covered, but I'm just going to go through them very quickly here. Now, the first one is the state of Alaska. They give this out annually. Next up is Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. We covered this one. Next up, Birmingham, Alabama, single mothers. We covered that one as well, $375. Now, I don't think we covered this one. Chicago, the Windy City, approved a budget in October that included $500 monthly payments to 5,000 households. This is a UBI program as well. Columbia, South Carolina. It says that they're also giving out debit cards worth up to $500. Durham, North Carolina launched an Excel pilot program giving out $500 monthly payments. One in Georgia. The state of Georgia has 2 UBI programs helping out women and low-income renters. It says, firstly, 650 black women in Georgia are set to get $850 payments for the next 2 years. And there is also another one here, second Atlanta program called Impact, helping out 300 residents who are at least 18 years old and live below 200% of the federal poverty line. Next one is Healdsburg, California is going to be getting a taste of UBI, and it says that they have a program here as well. Those selected will get $500 monthly payments for 2 years. Jackson, Mississippi, there's a UBI program as well. Black mothers in Jackson will get $1,000 a month for 1 year with no strings attached. Next up is Louisville, Kentucky, $500 payments. I think we covered that earlier. Los Angeles also recently announced a UBI plan for low-income workers. The program is called The Big Leap. A total of 3,200 families will get $1,000 in monthly installments for 1 full year. Minneapolis, and I think we covered this earlier, 200 families chosen to receive $500 every single month for the course of the next 2 years. Next one is Mountain View. The Mountain View City Council just approved a pilot program to give 166 people $500 each month for a year. Next up is Newark, New Jersey, expanding a guaranteed income pilot program to 400 residents that will now get payments for the course of the next 2 years. The payments total $12,000 over the course of 2 years. New Orleans, Louisiana will be getting $350 in monthly payments as a part of the state's financial literacy program. And New York State, during the pandemic, not many groups suffered as high unemployment quite like artists in New York. And in New York, they're going to be getting $1,000 payments for 18 months, and this is going to go out to 2,400 artists in the state. Next up is Oakland, California. 600 families are going to be benefiting from gifts of cash, which are going to be used for however they like to use them for. 300 people are going to be chosen to receive $500 for the next 18 months. Philadelphia, we covered this one, 60 people getting $500 a month, and that's through TAMF. Pittsburgh plans to use some of their pandemic funds to give relief to 200 households. They're going to be receiving $500 a month for the course of the next 2 years. Rochester Council approved a 2-year pilot program. They're going to be giving out $500 payments to 175 low-income families in Rochester, New York for 12 months. And Shreveport, applications for a UBI program for Shreveport, Louisiana have closed, so this one is done. But in this one, they were also providing stimulus payments. I don't see the amount here. St. Paul, Minnesota, I think we covered this one earlier. 150 families to receive $500 payments for 18 months. And last but not least, Washington, D.C. In January of 2022, Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser announced a new $1.5 million UBI program for new parents in the area, and they're going to be providing $900 per month for 1 year to 132 new and expectant mothers in wards 5, 7, and 8. Man, so there you have it, you guys. Tons of stimulus checks going on in city, state, and county levels, and as I said, as more pop up, I'll be sure to let you guys know here on the channel. But yeah, a lot of people don't know about this. I see comments down below where people are like, oh, this isn't happening and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wow, there's really a lot of people who don't know this is going on. So be sure to spread the word. Make sure people know about what's available to them. I promise you I'm going to continue to release these videos and make sure that you know what's available as these pop up, as there's still a lot of leftover funds from the American Rescue Plan, and we're seeing these pop up almost every other day.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. A like and a comment are always appreciated. Also, if you wouldn't mind sharing this with your friends and family, because I'm sure they would also like the most up-to-date information on their stimulus checks and unemployment benefits available anywhere on YouTube. Have a good one.